Somewhere in Des Moines or San Antonio, there's a young gay person. That child had several options. Staying in a closet, suicide, and then one day that child might open a paper and it says homosexual elected in San Francisco, and there are two new options. The option is to go to California, stay in San Antonio, and fight. 2 days after I was elected, I got a phone call. It was from Altoona, Pennsylvania. And the person said, thanks. And you've got to elect gay people so that that young child and the thousands upon thousands like that child know that there's hope for a better world. There's hope for a better tomorrow. Without hope, not only gays, but the us's, without hope, the us's give up. I know that you cannot live on hope alone, but without it, life is not worth living. And you've got to give them hope. Thank you very much.
Harvey Milk was a political revolutionary, being the first openly gay person elected to the San Francisco Board of Supervisors. He took a stand for minorities by using his voice and position to stop discriminatory bills from being passed, and by being their advocate in a time where the anti-gay movement was growing. We chose to do our project on him because he truly stood up for what he believed in and didn't let anyone keep him from changing the world and people's lives.
Although Harvey Milk was eventually elected as the first openly gay man to the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, his road there was not an easy one. He ran twice before getting elected in 1978. There were many people who spoke against his election, but he eventually won the majorities. In his first run for office, he lost by a considerable amount, although by his second run he had gained popularity and barely lost. His third time running, he won by a landslide and made history while he did it.
On January 9th, 1978, Harvey Milk was elected and became the first gay member of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors and one of the first openly gay politicians across the globe. He promised to accommodate not just the people of the LGBT community, but the common people.
For the common civilian, he stood for less expensive childcare, for free transportation, and the development of a board of civilians to overlook the police. Milk also encouraged people of the gay community to partake in political events. In office, he passed a gay rights ordinance. Milk also fought and won against the Briggs Initiative, which would have banned openly gay people to work in schools.
What we're telling them is, first of all, it's totally unnecessary, that the job of a teacher is to give the student the best education possible, and that a teacher's sexuality has nothing whatsoever to do with their either being a good or a bad teacher. We're saying that it's going to cost too much.
All this week on the KSFO Report, we're going to be presenting an interview taped last Thursday with State Senator John Briggs. Listen critically and carefully as John Briggs answers the question, why do you believe gay people should not be school employees?
In the teaching profession, which my initiative goes towards, the teaching profession is riddled by the homosexual element, meaning that there are more homosexuals per population in the teaching profession than there is in the normal population, because that's where they can get to and recruit our children.
He took a stand for gay rights and to offer equality to all. Harvey Milk inspired many with his speeches and acted as a voice for the gay community.
While he was a popular, inspiring, and well-liked politician, Harvey Milk knew the stakes of him being assassinated were high. He made a tape recording of himself saying that he did his best in office and could not help that some people were upset with his election.
This is Harvey Milk speaking from my camera store on the evening of Friday, November 18th. This is to be played only in the event of my death by assassination. I fully realize that a person who stands for what I stand for, gay activist, becomes the target or the potential target for somebody who is insecure, terrified, afraid, or very disturbed themselves. Knowing that I could be assassinated at any moment, at any time, I feel it's important that some people know my thoughts, and so following my thoughts, my wishes, my desires, and on, if I was to be shot. I have never considered myself a candidate. I have always considered myself part of a movement. I wish I had time to explain everything I did. Almost everything was done in the eyes of the gay movement. I'd love to see every gay doctor come out. I'd love to see every gay lawyer, every gay judge, every gay bureaucrat, every gay architect come out. That would do more to end prejudice. I urge them to do that. Urge them. Come out.
Harvey Milk's assumptions were correct. On November 27, 1978, former Supervisor Dan White walked armed into San Francisco City Hall and shot both Mayor George Moscone and Harvey Milk.
Good evening. George Moscone, the mayor of San Francisco, was shot dead in his office in City Hall this morning. So was Harvey Milk, a city supervisor. Both shot, both murdered. The police arrested Dan White, a one-time city supervisor who had resigned and wanted Moscone to reappoint him.
This is the body of Supervisor Harvey Milk as it was taken from City Hall. Witnesses say after killing the mayor, White ran down the hall and fired 3 shots at Milk, killing him.
After Milk's unfortunate passing in 1978, the 2008 award-winning movie titled Milk inspired a series of petitions to make Harvey Milk Day a day of significance in California. After 2 attempts and failures, enough people wanted Harvey Milk Day that on February 27, 2009, Harvey Milk Day was established by Governor Schwarzenegger. That same year, his nephew, Stuart Milk, and his former political advisor founded the Harvey Milk Foundation in Harvey's name. The foundation led to Stuart Milk earning a Presidential Medal of Freedom from Barack Obama in his late uncle's name.
Stuart Milk, accepting on behalf of his uncle, Harvey Bernard Milk. Harvey Bernard Milk dedicated his life to shattering boundaries and challenging assumptions. As one of the first openly gay elected officials in this country, he changed the landscape of opportunity for the nation's gay community. Throughout his life, he fought discrimination with visionary courage and conviction. Before his tragic death in 1978, he wisely noted, "Hope will never be silent," and called upon Americans to stay true to the guiding principles of equality and justice for all. Harvey Milk's voice will forever echo in the hearts of all those who carry forward his timeless message.
It's not about personal gain, not about ego, not about power. It's about giving those young people out there hope. Gotta give them hope.